What if you could just fire the gatekeepers of your digital life? Seriously, today we are diving deep into a project called ENTIFY. And look, this isn't just another app, it's a proposal for a whole new digital beginning, one that wants to fundamentally change who owns and controls your online self.
And that really brings us to the huge question at the heart of all this. What if your identity wasn't something granted to you, but something you authored yourself? Something you owned, completely, with no strings attached? That's the big idea we're going to explore right now. All right, so here's our game plan. First, we'll look at the flawed digital world ENTIFY says it can fix. Then we'll get into what this new beginning is all about. We'll break down how you create your identity, see how it's locked down in something called a sovereign private vault, and then, the big finish, we'll unpack the vision for a human-only network.
Okay, so to really get ENTIFY, you've got to first understand the problem they're trying to solve. The creators argue that our entire digital world is built on a shaky foundation. There's a critical flaw in how we handle the most basic things: identity, trust, and, ownership.
So, according to the white paper, our current systems force us to hand over trust to these big, centralized authorities. And that, they say, leads to some major failures. Your identity is given to you, not created by you. It can be copied or faked. And get this, your security completely falls apart if someone forces you to comply. The result? A digital world that's drowning in fraud and can barely tell what's real anymore.
So, what's the fix? Well, ENTIFY doesn't present itself as just a patch. It's a complete reset button, a radically different approach where you are the source of your own identity.
And this quote from their website, wow, it really captures just how ambitious this is. They're not talking about a new social media app, they're talking about a new foundation for how we exist online, one that they say is designed from the ground up for human freedom.
So what does it actually mean to ENTIFY? Well, the name itself is a verb. It means to create an entity. The whole point is to establish yourself as a sovereign, self-owned, lawfully recognized living being. It's a huge shift from just being user number 8 billion on someone else's platform.
So, how does this all work in the real world? It all starts with the birth of your new identity, both legally and technically. And it all hinges on two really cool components: a legal declaration and a brand new kind of biometrics.
The cornerstone of your ENTIFY identity is something called the affidavit. Now, this isn't a form some government clerk hands you. It's a lawful document that you write and sign yourself. They call it the moment of identity birth, where you literally declare your own existence and ownership into being.
Now, this affidavit isn't written in some crazy legal jargon. It uses what's called controlled natural language. Just think of it like super simple, structured English. There's no room for misunderstanding. It's designed so that both people and computers can read it perfectly, creating a solid bridge between your legal claim and the crypto that backs it up.
And inside this affidavit are some incredibly powerful statements. You declare you are a living man or woman. You declare you own your consciousness. And this is the real kicker. You declare that all your biometric data, your face, your voice, your fingerprints, is your personal property. You even claim exclusive copyright over it. I mean, that completely flips the script on how tech companies operate today.
Okay, this leads to the next huge innovation. It tackles a massive flaw in today's biometrics. They can be taken from you. A fingerprint can be lifted, your face can be scanned without you even knowing, and they're basically useless for security if someone's forcing you to unlock your device.
And what's so wild is the contrast here. ENTIFY uses what it calls conscious biometrics. These aren't just passive scans, they're active, intentional things you do, like tracing a secret pattern you've practiced. It's not just measuring the shape, but the kinematics, the unique rhythm, pressure, and flow of how you move. And here's the genius part. The system is designed to fail if you're stressed or being forced. That's not a bug, that is the entire security feature. It makes it worthless to an attacker.
This quote just nails it, right? It's about taking your intention, your calm, deliberate action, and making that the cryptographic key. It's trying to connect your inner state of mind to the cold, hard math of a computer. So with all this powerful identity tech, how do you keep it safe? Well, this sovereign identity isn't just some abstract idea living on a server somewhere. Nope. It's designed to live in a physical, private vault that you and only you can control. At the heart of the system is this private vault.
It's a mix of hardware and software that holds the whole shebang, your affidavits, your private keys, even your regular ID documents. Everything is encrypted and locked to your device. Nothing is on the cloud, and it's built so that not even the creators of ENTIFY can get in. Your identity is, as they say, invisible by default, provable by choice. You decide who sees what and when.
The main piece of hardware for this is called the ENTIFY card. Think of it like the master key to your entire digital life. It holds your core identity, your asset records, the works. The idea is you keep this thing locked away in a safe, like the deed to your house, and just use a paired phone for your day-to-day stuff.
So, where does all this lead? I mean, what's the point of creating such a hardcore, cell-phoned identity? Well, the ultimate vision, the end game, is to build a completely new kind of digital world.
Just imagine an online space where every single person is a cryptographically proven real human being. The vision here is a world with no bots, no fake accounts, no impersonators. And that would create something really rare, a place where you could be anonymous but still have high-trust interactions with other people, all inside a system designed for zero surveillance.
And this quote, man, it just perfectly sums up the whole philosophy. The goal isn't for you to join their system. It's to give you the tools to become your own system, where you are the one and only authority for your own identity.
This final, really bold claim from the white paper shows you exactly how the project sees itself. It's not just another startup trying to disrupt an industry. It claims to be offering a fundamental resolution to the deep problems of identity and trust that have been haunting us since the internet began.
Which of course leaves us with the million-dollar question. Is this the actual future of digital freedom, a system that truly puts power back in your hands? Or is it a beautiful but maybe impossible utopian fantasy? That's the question to think about. Thanks for tuning in.